week back to the top. So, yeah. So, I'm expecting I think going for a good, but the reason I'm getting sure about that, I'm in the Spurs right now. I'm telling you, honestly, you know, I couldn't get my sisters for like that. It's 11:30 right now. I'm tired. 11:30 p.m. Tired now. It's almost midnight.
And now your San Antonio Spurs starting lineup.
Tim Duncan, try to do it in the
And the shooting guard position at 6'6", number 14, Daniel Reed. A 6'2" from France, number 9, Tony Parker. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 21, Tim Duncan. A 6'11" forward from Texas, number 12, the L-Train, LaMarcus Aldridge. A 6'7" forward from San Diego State, number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Once again, your San Antonio Spurs.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Moutier out there with Harris.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Now, here's Moutier. Tries to keep it alive. And here is Parker. Duncan outside. Outside Leonard. From downtown, and that comes off the assist by Duncan.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
All right, Doris, thanks. So here's Sorry,
I got something to do.
Gallinari. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Just 5 to shoot.
Really was a slow.
So far for Tim Duncan. Yeah, 3 assists.
Start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Gallinari hits them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Duncan outside. Over in the corner, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. Gallinari did get better and better over time. He improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Jokic, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Parker outside. He dishes it to Duncan. Fires from deep. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Duncan. Duncan's got 5 assists tonight.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now here's Moutier. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Wow.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. So it's Denver now. They trail by 9 points. Fareed, right side.
Wow.
And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Fareed's got his first points in this one. Parker with it. He has 5. Here's Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Moutier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Great D that time from Green.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Parker dishes to Duncan. From deep, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And now,
So we have this one person right here. You like, you can never see me without shit up.
Here's Fareed. And he makes good on the layup. Fareed's got his second basket of the night.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And they are cooking, on fire right now. Really flowing well.
The Nuggets trail by 12.
Team is really good. The organization is
Now Moutier. Gallinari a screen on Parker. In the corner, it's Harris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
You could not diagram
Hey, look, you Tim Duncan.
a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
So it's San Antonio now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Moutier. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Spurs making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Moutier. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Fareed. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Martin wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 15. They set the pick. Here's Moutier. And again, Denver no good. So it's the Spurs now. And the wide open shot from Duncan. And again, it's San Antonio with the 3.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Now here's Moutier.
He has 11 assists.
Lock at 6.
The rebounds.
It's a floater, and it's Gallinari laying it in. Gallinari's got 6.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Right wing. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Offensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
So it's Denver now. 19-point game. Screen by Fareed. Harris kicks to Fareed. Here's Moutier. Rebounded by the Spurs. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay? So that just lets you know. Wow. The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge.
He's assist now. 13 assists.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. And he gets it to go.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the 3-point shot.
And it's killing. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Moutier. Fareed outside. Here's Gallinari. Score of the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now, Moutier. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Fareed setting the pick for Moutier. To the paint. Fareed, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And that's now 19 points for Leonard.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The rebound is in.
Leonard against Gallinari. Fareed, a screen on Parker. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from outside.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it. They're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Moutier. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And Parker with the basket on the assist from Duncan. And that's now 7 points for Tony Parker. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Gallinari dishes to Harris. To the right side. Here's Moutier. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Moutier following the score by Tony Parker. Now here's Moutier. He's got 6. Jokic passes to Gallinari. And the shot falls short this time.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember.
We got our 19 assists, but we got to stop giving the ball to Kawhi because he has 25 points. Okay.
It's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And here's Moutier. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Now here's Moutier. D right on him. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Martin. Shoots from the elbow. And it's San Antonio with another.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Moutier. Can they get it? Can't get it to go. Nice D from Duncan.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And as they continue to just dominate
let's see those rebounds too
this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Mills, he's checked in for Parker. Laverne, he's checked in for Denver. Will Barton comes in for Harris. Here's Gallinari. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
You don't want to play no defense?
Here's Duncan, and it's San Antonio with another.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Shoots from the elbow. Laverne, the follow-up flush.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call a potent 1-2 punch.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blow. And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest.
My first 3-4 years, it was.
Even though it seems like.
No way I turn off the music because I don't want it caught. Yeah, everything is 100 because you know I'm not going to accomplish this without it.
That was a very long time ago now. To hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Chandler and Gallinari are the forwards. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Chandler. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
Here's Duncan. Wow. Stolen away. Here's Barton. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming in the last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into.
Let's see the stats right here. Okay, 13. I need 6 more points.
Future.
And really, nobody better than Duncan at hitting shots like that.
Now, here's Moutier, covered by Mill. To the middle. Here's Gallinari. And he overshot that one, missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged.
Hey guys, we accomplished it. We really did not do. Oh wait, yeah. We got it. My bad.
Interior defense, because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Barton kicks to Laverne inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And the Spurs being the defending champions out west heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Duncan. And another basket.
Okay, we got it, guys. Oh my God.
For San Antonio.
Now, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been.
I'm going to let the computer foul him. For the sweet side.
Out of his mind this quarter.
Augustine dishes to Barton. The baseline J. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes.
So when you need him, that's when they take him out. I don't really get that.
Like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Denver with a tough year last season. A lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, what, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kicks it to Mills. Now the pass to Duncan. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Anderson. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
A big problem for the Nuggets last year is that they just couldn't hit shots away from home. I mean, they finished in the bottom 5 in terms of field goal percentage on the road. Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Nurkic checked in for Laverne. And so they foul intentionally.
Hey, I've got one more note on the Nuggets and the road. I mean, when you shoot as poorly as they did, as you mentioned, you start to lose some confidence and second-guess things. It's a lot harder to fight through shooting slumps like that in somebody else's building, no doubt.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
And they go to the intentional foul. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ginobili. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free-wheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 19-5 run here. And here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. West, that's good.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Here's the screen. Screen by Nurkic. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Guys, hard enough to win in this league, but when you continue to hurt yourself because of miscues, makes it all the more difficult.
Well, you put yourself in a tough spot. I mean, 8 points yielded off turnovers this quarter already.
Denver making a switch. Arthur's checked in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't.
Okay, we got it, guys. 19. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, he scored that time. Yeah, I forgot. So at least we got it. We made the goal, though. But, yeah, we got it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's 12 midnight right now, but I'll try to do it right now because it's less noise, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what happened this morning. Yeah, you know what happened this morning. It was so good, yeah. So I hope you guys watch the video, hit the like button, and subscribe. Your boy out.